Welcome to this explainer where we're breaking down the ultimate tech showdown of 2026. I mean, let's be real, people treat these two brands like sports teams with absolute unwavering loyalty. So we're kind of channeling a vintage retro arcade vibe today to see who actually rules the smartphone world. We've got two undisputed heavyweights stepping into the ring, and we're going to look at exactly what each brand brings to the table right now.
So let me just ask you this. What if you had to choose just one smartphone brand in 2026? Just one. Apple or Samsung? Both of these titans absolutely dominate the market, but which one truly gives you the better experience for your hard-earned cash today? Well, that is exactly what we're here to figure out.
To answer that, we're walking through a 5-round title fight. On the agenda today, first, design and display differences. 2, performance and AI features. 3, cameras and battery life. 4, software ecosystems and value. And finally, 5, the final verdict. We're judging everything objectively to help you find your perfect device. All right, ding ding, let's ring the bell for round 1, design and display differences.
Okay, let's dive right into this first matchup. Apple continues its push for the super premium titanium and aluminum build quality. Literally every single detail feels polished, minimal, elegant, and just timeless. It's really all about consistency for them. But in the other corner, Samsung pushes innovation further and way faster. They're bringing curved displays, ultra-thin bezels, and those wild, futuristic foldable phones to the market. Basically, Samsung gives you more colors, more styles, and, fundamentally, just a lot more choices. So if you love refined simplicity, Apple speaks your language. But if you want a device that feels like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, Samsung is the one pushing those boundaries. Now, when we flip over to displays, this is an area where Samsung truly shines. I mean, they actually manufacture many of the world's best OLED screens anyway. Their flagship phones offer these insanely bright panels, deep blacks, vibrant colors, and those buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rates. They aggressively push display tech first, stuff like better anti-reflection coatings. On the flip side, though, Apple also delivers absolutely stunning displays. Where Apple really plants its flag is in incredible color accuracy and just fantastic HDR. They're both totally gorgeous, but they definitely prioritize slightly different visual experiences.
So stepping in as the impartial referee for round 1, Samsung takes the lead in design and displays. For users who crave those cutting-edge screens and boundary-breaking designs, Samsung just offers a bit more variety and technological push right out of the gate. Moving right along, let's shift the energy to round 2, performance and AI features. Here's the thing, the crucial point is how these phones actually run when you really push them to the limit. And performance is where Apple becomes incredibly difficult to beat. Why? Well, it's because Apple designs both its hardware and software entirely in-house. That super tight integration means apps launch almost instantly, animations stay flawlessly smooth, and heavy tasks like 4K video editing are incredibly fast. Samsung, of course, packs in highly powerful flagship processors too, and their performance is top tier. But Android has to support a massive variety of devices across the globe, which inherently creates more optimization challenges. So for pure, unadulterated speed, Apple remains the king here. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates the brand new battleground, artificial intelligence. AI is changing smartphones at lightning speed. Samsung offers highly visible, aggressive productivity tools. We're talking live translation, AI photo editing, note summarization, and Circle to search. It's this massive laundry list of features you can use right this second. Apple, meanwhile, takes a slightly different path. They focus heavily on privacy, smart writing assistance, photo intelligence, and just smoother, system-wide AI experiences that kind of blend quietly into the background. So Samsung gives you the flashy tools, while Apple emphasizes seamless integration. Calling the winners for round 2. Apple takes performance, but AI is a dead heat tie. Apple's internal integration keeps it unbeatable in pure speed, for sure. But the AI landscape is shifting so fast right now, and both companies are offering really incredible, though very different, AI ecosystems. All right, let's keep it moving. Round 3, cameras and battery life. Now let's see how they stack up when we actually look through the lens. Apple cameras are legendary for their consistency. We're talking completely natural colors, highly reliable autofocus, and a pro-level cinematic video recording that honestly remains the best in the business. Samsung, on the other hand, prefers a much more dramatic approach to photography. They give you brighter images, insanely dramatic zoom capabilities, punchy, vibrant colors, and practically magic night photography. Basically, if you're a heavy video creator, Apple is your go-to. But if dramatic, super flexible still photography is your jam, Samsung gives you incredible tools to play with. Okay, now let's talk about keeping the lights on. Battery life always depends on your personal usage, but the strategies here are vastly different. Samsung generally offers larger physical batteries and much, much faster charging speeds. Their users are going to spend way less time tethered to a wall waiting for a charge. Apple, however, focuses on sheer efficiency. Remember that tight hardware-software optimization we just talked about? Because of that, their battery lasts surprisingly long, even with a technically smaller capacity.
Tallying the score for round 3, we've got a split decision on cameras, and Samsung takes battery. Apple is absolutely the undisputed champ for video, while Samsung takes the crown for stunning still photos. But thanks to those larger capacities and super rapid charging speeds, Samsung edges out the win for the battery round.
We are entering the final competitive round now. Round 4, software ecosystems and value. When we look at ecosystems, the philosophies diverge completely. Apple's ecosystem is renowned for being, well, practically magic. Your iPhone, Mac, iPad, Apple Watch, AirPods, everything connects almost instantly with zero friction. It is the ultimate plug-and-play experience. Samsung, conversely, offers massive power user customization. If you love that Android flexibility, you get split-screen multitasking, a full-blown desktop mode, deep widget integration, and just endless themes to customize. Apple wins on instant connection, but Samsung definitely wins on giving power users the flexibility they absolutely crave. And when it comes to value for your money, it's a really fascinating comparison. Samsung has this incredible ability to offer a phone at almost every single price point. Whether you want a budget phone, a mid-range device, a premium flagship, or a cutting-edge foldable, Samsung literally has an option for you. Apple, though, mainly focuses on premium devices, meaning you have way fewer cheap options. However, and this is a big however, iPhones historically keep their resale value much longer, and even older iPhones get software updates for years and years. So, Samsung gives you massive variety up front, while Apple gives you long-term investment value. The results for round 4 are in. Software is a tie, and Samsung wins value. The software experience really just boils down to your personal preference for simplicity versus deep customization, making it a tie in our book. But we're awarding Samsung the value in here simply because they give consumers so much variety across literally every budget. The heavy trading of blows is officially over. Welcome to round 5, the final verdict. Let's walk through this final scorecard together. As you can see, Samsung completely dominated the hardware options, taking design, display, battery, and value. Meanwhile, Apple held a really firm line on pure performance and video capture. AI and software both resulted in dead heat ties, simply because both companies approach these categories with equally valid, yet entirely different philosophies. And that leads us to this stunning reveal. 5 stars for Apple and 5 stars for Samsung. It's a dead heat. In 2026, both of these companies make truly amazing, absolutely dominant smartphones. If you want the very best performance, long software support, a premium, seamless ecosystem, and incredible video, Apple is your choice, no question. But if you want more boundary-pushing innovation, better displays, aggressive AI features, flexible cameras, and just more options overall, Samsung is incredibly hard to beat. Which brings us to the ultimate takeaway from this explainer, perfectly summarized right here. The best phone depends on what matters most to you. Honestly, there is no objective loser in this heavyweight fight. There's only the right fit for your specific lifestyle, your daily workflow, and what you personally value most in a piece of tech that you use every single day. So, I'll leave you with this final question. Team Apple or Team Samsung? Based on everything we just broke down today, which side of history are you on? Take a second to think about what features actually matter most to you, declare your loyalty, and as always, keep exploring the incredible world of technology. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.